Hey guys, and welcome to another Trove Let's Play video, and today we are going to be level 30 on the Fae Trickster. Not going to be hitting level 30, but we are level 30. I sadly, once again, just like normal, am not being very smart, or at least have a very good memory when I need to not level the classes up. So I accidentally hit level 30 on this class again, even though I did promise that I wouldn't do it, and I would do it on camera, like I usually do, and I've been doing for so long, and I just keep forgetting recently. But yeah, also one more thing before we get into the video. I am sorry if I sound a little bit different, maybe I'm a little bit quieter, or maybe a little bit louder. I'm not wearing my headphones right now, so I don't know how I'm going to sound, because usually I have my headphones on, and when you wear headphones, it kind of muffles the sound of everything around you, so maybe I'm going to be a little bit quieter in this video, or maybe it's just the same, and doesn't really matter, but I did want to make mention of that. And if you're extremely curious, the reason why I'm not wearing my headphones is because I just took a shower, and I don't want to actually get them wet, so yeah, no headphones today. First time, actually, I've ever recorded without headphones on. Kind of weird, right? But, yep, that's a thing that just happened. But yeah, I was planning to do this video, obviously, like I normally do, and hit level 30 on the video, but hear me out real quick. There's a challenge going on. Now, this happened actually a long time ago. I've had this class to level 30 for a very long time, but, like, before I even made my meteorite fragment 10 hours of farming video, like, it's been, like, almost a month or so, maybe even closer to 2 months, because it was before I recorded that video, so it had to have been sometime before that. But I haven't made a level 30 video in a long time. I've been doing more dragon-related videos. But anyways, back on track. What happened was, there was a challenge going on, and the challenge was, you know, leech with either the Fae Trickster or the Dino Tamer. And if you guys have seen my recent top classes video, you know, basically, it's not top classes, it's my top classes. Some people sometimes forget about that. My favorite classes in the game from top to bottom. And what happened was, well, obviously, if you guys have seen that video, if it's between the Fae Trickster and the Dino Tamer was my least favorite class, Fae Trickster was my third least favorite class. So, obviously, in order of, well, being in order, I still like the Fae Trickster more than Dino Tamer, even for leeching. So, I went with Fae Trickster, was one dungeon away from being level 30, and I stood on top of a dungeon, and I hit level 30 instantly. So, that was obviously a reminder, but it was already too late. So yeah, the last class. This was the last level 30 that I needed to record, and I couldn't even pull through with the literal last one. All of my classes are level 30. They've been level 30, like I said, this is a few months ago almost. So yeah, I'm kind of sad. Just gonna have to do with that generic, let's stand on top of a tree and make a thumbnail instead of a huge explosion that looks like a party thumbnail that a lot of people like, including myself, because I'm so bad at thumbnails. Oh, there we go. Popped my tome. But, yep, that was what happened. That's why this video's, I'd actually like, I'm more likely to do the Dragon Coin and the Chaos Tome before the Clover Tome, just in case I can't get all the tomes done this week. Clovers are just, I have so many clovers. I've leveled up some gems recently to get like 20k PR in a few classes, and I still have almost 6,000 clovers. So I'm pretty much good on clovers. Dragon coins, if you guys have been watching the dragon videos, which is why I haven't done a level 30 video in a long time. Dragon coins are probably the most sought after commodity for myself. I require dragon coins more than anything else in this game, more than flux, more than gem dust, more than anything. Like, I leveled up a few classes level 20k PR, and I still had, what, 100k gem dust each? 150k almost gem dust each. So I've farmed up everything to death besides dragon coins. And if you guys can see, there's a challenge going on right now, but it's the stupidest challenge in the world, and Tryon is a very good idea, but for clubs. If your game is, you like, Tryon know that their game is so laggy, but they don't test anything on live servers. They only test them on their dev servers that has like 3 people on. Like, oh, there's no lag. So we can implement a challenge which requires you to go through, you know, things that register on the server, but our server doesn't work. So yeah, whenever the racing challenge is up, I'd never even try. I don't even go anymore, because the first thing that happens is you get thrown straight to the ground. So yeah, if I had like a tip to the devs real quick, I know this video is like super off track, because we're supposed to be talking about the Fae Trickster, but there's just so many things to talk about. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. if I'm gonna give a quick tip to a dev, not being a dev myself, but just having a little bit of common sense, make sure to test things out, especially when you know your game is extremely laggy and one of the laggiest games in the entire world. To test things out on live servers, or at least, you know, longer on PTS, get some people to play PTS to test them out. I know it goes on to PTS, but let's be honest, how many people actually play PTS? Not many compared to live. So yeah, racing challenge, worst challenge in the entire game. Obviously there's only 3 different versions. Minigames is fine, minigames lag too, or not minigames, the coin collection. Racing challenge is considered a minigame, but the coin collection is laggy too, but you have so many coins that you can get well over like 150 coins before the timer's up. Which, by the way, I'll have a minigames guide out at some point. I know I've been lacking on that, but there's been so many guides. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of guides, but every patch they keep adding something that needs another guide. So I keep doing, you know, patch-related guides. So I'll finally get back on track because I'm done with patch-related guides. This last patch that we got, the Valentine's Day patch, didn't add anything. It literally was just, hey, we had invaders last patch, guess what, we have this patch again, invaders, which, by the way, again, one of the worst ideas in the world. Tron, have some common sense. But yeah, that guide will be coming out at some point, but I did want to talk about that today. We'll get to the Fae Trickster, guys. I'm sorry. We'll eventually get down to the Fae Trickster, I guess, by the end of the video. But I don't have much to say about him anyway, so I guess it's okay just to make the video 10 minutes long, because that's what I've always done for the last 3 years. It's actually my 3rd year. This is my 3rd year on YouTube. But let's try to get a little bit more on track. What I want to talk about is actually what I'm going to be uploading to the channel for probably the next week, maybe even 2. I think it's only going to take a week, though, to be honest, if I power through this. But, so I've been doing a lot of videos, a lot of high production videos. I want to say like quality. I don't really consider my videos extremely high quality, but high production. They take a long time to create because I do a lot of guides. I do a lot of special videos. I don't do many Let's Play videos, and Let's Play videos are probably the easiest thing in the entire world besides like a vlog or something to make. So I make a lot of videos that take a lot of time. So much so that I've had this game called Nioh that I've been very, very excited for, and I went to the store to buy on launch day, $60. I've had this game sitting for over almost 2 weeks now, and I've just been doing so many high production videos, high time related videos that I haven't got a chance to actually play it yet. And if you guys know, I really, really, really love Dark Souls. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And Nioh is it's not really anything like Dark Souls. It has like the mechanics of Dark Souls with the gameplay of a completely different genre, like a God of War kind of. It's like God of War, Dark Souls, and Diablo had a baby, which some of my favorite franchises of all time. So, I really want to play the game, but the videos have been taking so long that I haven't really had a chance to do so. So much so that I haven't even touched it. I haven't even started it in 2 weeks, and it's been out for 2 weeks. So, what I am planning to do, you guys have probably noticed, I'm recording this a week in advance, by the way, this video in a week in advance, so you won't see this video until a week after I've already recorded it. But anyways, maybe like 4 or 5 days after I recorded it, sometime between, maybe almost a week. My plan is, I forgot where I was going, but I'll just get down to the point. My plan is to halt the, the guides and the really high production, I'm just going to keep saying that because I don't know what else to say, videos. I'm going to go more on the light videos like Let's Plays. That's why I mentioned that Let's Plays are one of the easiest videos to make. So that's what I'm going to go with, because I really need to play the game. I need to make sure I get that, because even though probably only like 300 people are going to watch every episode, it's still something that I do, because you never know when something's going to happen on your channel, like a Trove, where, it kind of takes off and you get some more community from that. So it's something I've already purchased it. I really am looking forward to it, because it's probably going to be one of my favorite games of all time, maybe. If it's anything like Dark Souls, Diablo, and God of War, already my favorite games of all time, all rolled up in one. I don't know how the game is going to be so far. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, it's also getting extremely high reviews. So I really want to play it just because I really want to play it, and also I really want to get onto the channel. So I'm going to go with more, I'm probably going to do Let's Play videos, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm probably going to do a lot of Let's Play videos for the next week or two, and then when I'm done with Nioh, I'll get back into the the more bigger videos. I'll still do the news video. The news, if there is any news this week, they didn't give us any news last week, so if there's any news, I'll do the news video, because that's another really easy video to make. It takes a little longer than Let's Play, because Let's Play is only 10 minutes to record, and when I do a news video, I have to watch a 40-minute live stream, but that's basically it. I have to watch a 40-minute live stream and then commentate for like 10 minutes, and then put that all up together. So news is also another one of those extremely easy videos to make. So I'll probably do a news video on Saturday like I usually do. I'll do Let's Plays probably for the other days. And if I have some type of box to open, box openings are also extremely easy too. So I'll probably do those videos for the next week or two. And I just wanted to say that to make sure that people know, if you don't see any guides for the next week, that is why. Also, I'm already caught up with everything that's been released within the past like month or two. The latest thing that I am missing is minigames, and minigames have been out for a while now, and that's not really, you don't really need a guide 100% for minigames. The reason why I make guides that might seem like very common sense is because consoles, when they get their big patch, they're going to get everything at once. It's going to be so confusing to them. That's why I made a guide like a Griffin Talisman guide. I got like it was only one person, but you know, still it's every person counts, right? So somebody was like, you know, why would you ever make a Griffin Talisman guide? You just get them by doing dungeons. But the thing is, when consoles get their huge patch, it's going to literally add like an entire 2 years worth of content. They're not going to know how to get Griffin Talismans, and it's actually a little bit specific. You know, you have to go to the Sky Realm. That's why almost everyone only farms in the Sky Realm nowadays. So that's why I really make those guides that for a PC player might seem like, you know, everyone knows this, but for a console player, you know, other people are doing it too. Like I saw Scythe, Scythe has been making a lot of guides too, and it's kind of in the same vein. That's what I've been doing for a while now, because that's how I grew my channel. I grew my channel when Trove came out on Steam by already having all of those guides ready. I had a lot of guides. You know, I have a guide on all the abilities that a boss can have, that like, you know, the bosses that you just find in dungeons. I have a guide that I made before it came out on Steam, and that guide has like, you know, 20,000 views. You know, people like the content if they don't know the game yet. So I just wanted to make sure I explained that, because I was getting a little bit of people being like, isn't this a little common sense? Why would you make a guide on this? Usually your guides are extremely in-depth and, you know, something that not a lot of people know. I'm actually preparing for consoles, because the console viewership is way larger than the PC viewership, because PC already knows everything in the entire game. It's kind of, it's just kind of how it is. So yeah, I explained a lot of things in this video, but it's been a long time. Is this person talking about the person that's leeching with us? No, there's another leecher. There's some leechers with us. I was like, don't be mean to him. Leeching, I don't really get the point of like complaining about a leecher. If you're doing good, like I don't know. I one-shot things most of the time, so I don't really see the point. But I guess if you're like 10k PR and you're off doing your own dungeons, then sure, I guess leeching can be considered a little bad, because you're barely 10k PR and you're struggling doing dungeons. This guy's just gonna sit there and watch you struggle. Never mind, I can see that. But yeah. So a lot of things that I explained. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys one-on-one though, so I have a lot of things on my mind. But just to reiterate, there's going to be mostly Let's Play videos this week. I'll do any other video that's easy to make. I just need to make sure I beat Nioh and then be done with that. Then I'll get back to the guides. But like I said, the most recent guide that I'm missing is a minigames guide. So I'm pretty sure that those guides aren't really in high demand. I've been cranking out guides like No Tomorrow for the past month or so. So I have really caught up on guides to the point where I think most people don't even care for guides too much anymore. And they'd rather see a video like this anyways. Obviously, if I'm going to do these every single day for the next week, not all of them is going to be explaining. This is not a Fae Trickster video. This is a updated channel update video for the most part. It's been like 14 minutes and I'm talking about what I'm doing on the channel instead of the actual Fae Trickster. Fae Trickster, you guys have seen my my video on the top classes video. That's what I was trying to think of. Most of you guys have probably seen my top classes video. You know that I don't really like the Fae Trickster too much. Its class gem is very weak in comparison to the actual class. It actually makes the class a little worse. If you just spam these, it's literally more energy than just spamming your number 1, and it does less damage. So, and you can't aim it, you can't do anything. It makes your passive go off cooldown much faster because the enemies get stunned for 1 second instead of taking 3 seconds to kill the mob. So it's just extremely horrible class gem. I don't like the class because it's really focused on group play, and it's not even good at group play. It does 12 times damage a second, which is the same thing as the Shadow Hunter, but the Shadow Hunter has its ultimates, and it also, if it gets hit, who cares? It can still do 12 times damage a second. This one, if it gets hit, instead of doing 12 times damage a second, it does 4 times damage a second. It's just, it's extremely bad. For dungeons, for Shadow Towers, it's on par, if not worse than a lot of classes, so yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. If it's your favorite class in the entire game, who cares what I say? I try to say that every single time I make an opinion in a video. If it's your favorite class in the entire game, it doesn't matter if I don't like it. Who cares? Don't care about my opinion at that point if it's against yours, because that's what opinions are. They're you know, to each their own. So yeah, let's do this last dungeon and then I will be done. So let me know if you guys are looking forward to Nioh. I don't know if many people will be looking forward to it because it's like the complete opposite of Trove. Trove is the easiest game in the entire world. Not really. Trove is like, it's actually not that far away from Trove if you consider grindiness, because I heard Nioh is extremely grindy. Yeah, it's like a harder-ish type game, like a Dark Souls game, and Trove is like a, you know, it's like a casual game. Even though Dark Souls isn't really that hard once you know how to, you know, play it. Like that's how we speedrun it. I speedran Dark Souls because once you get familiar with it, it gets really easy. So I wouldn't, if you are looking for, or looking to get into a Dark Souls or something, but you get intimidated by what all the YouTubers and streamers say, they're literally just playing it up. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, they are playing it up. It is not that, it's not that difficult of a genre. It's hard. It's like hard to get into, easy to master. It's like that. It's like the opposite of a multiplayer game. Multiplayer games are usually easy to get into, hard to master, kind of like a For Honor, like a fighting game. Those have a very high skill ceiling. A Dark Souls type game does not. So, oh man, I have so much to talk to you guys about that I'm still going. I said I was gonna end off at that other one, but anyways, yeah. If you would like to get into it, don't be afraid. I would say Nioh is probably a better type of game to get into if you were looking to get into that genre, because it's an easier version of like a Dark Souls or something. It's more focused on the combat instead of like the boss mechanics and stuff like that. So I'd recommend it. And also, if you would like to just watch the series, it's not going to be coming out for like another 2 weeks, maybe even longer. But if you were looking forward to getting to it, or you're scared, or like I was explaining, just look forward to that series. I was just trying to promote my series, and I can't even promote my own series without, you know, going into depth with it. It's just how my brain works, guys. But yeah, this is going on way too long, and thank you Ultra Numb and everyone that was joining me on offline, but people still for some reason are able to find me. I don't know how. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.